vlog 8, and who's in your circle. Proximity matters. Who you are around is really a reflection of your standards, and what is the people within your close proximity, what are the people that you have allowed within your circle. Not just what their results are, but what are their standards, what are their values, and who are they behind closed doors, right? Because who's in your close proximity matters. Where we invest our time, not spend our time, where we invest our time and who with matters the most. The people closest to you aren't just a reflection of where you are. They set the bar for what you tolerate, because that is what they tolerate. So what are they accepting and tolerating? Therefore, what are you accepting and tolerating? Let's just put the mirror straight up to you right now. What are you accepting and what are you tolerating within your life? And so look beyond these people's results. What do they accept of themselves and others? What are you accepting of yourself and others? Are they helping raise your game or dragging you down with excuses and mediocrity? And are you allowing that? Okay, because that is part of your standards. And like I keep saying before, your standards are your reality. There's a new twist of putting it. Your standards are your standards, I've always said. But your standards equals your reality. And so what are your standards? If you're surrounded with people who are just average, you will be too. If you're around relentless executioners, then by default, that becomes your main action and objective. Okay, every moment you stay around complacency, you're voting for mediocrity. Every action you take, every word you speak, every thought you think is a vote for who you've decided to be. Who have you decided to be is in harmony and alignment with your goal, with the kingdom, with the North Star that you are traveling towards, that you're deciding to be, that you're living from. And when I say living from, I mean your identity. Does your identity match that of which your goal demands you to be? Listen, decision. If you're somewhere where you don't want to be, you don't like it, but you've been showing up day in, day out, complaining about where you are, listen, that's still a decision, but decisions change everything in an instant. And a decision just is that, it's an instant. And so change isn't gradual. So fuck what you think. The only people who say change is gradual. Change takes 21 days. Change takes 3 months. Change takes a year. Change happens in an instant the moment you decide. And so you can decide right now in this moment to say enough's enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being broke, busted, disgusted, fat, out of shape, overweight, obese, obscene, offensive. Then you can decide right now to pivot. You can decide right now to pivot in the moment and go extreme opposite and make a positive impact in your life and those people. Because the life that you live, the standards you live by, then the people looking at that's giving them acceptance to live that way too. And so what are you giving people the acceptance in the life to live? What is the standards that you're living? Like I said, the only people who argue against are the bottom feeders who defend their pathetic existence, their pathetic low standards. The ones that are clinging a hold of their excuses while winners take action. You're either a winner or you're a loser. You're a victim or you're a victor. There's no in between, there's no grey area here, right? There's no runner-up prizes. You're either a winner and you've got the language of winning, and winners hate being around losers. They hate being around sloth-like individuals. They hate it. It triggers them because it's who they are not. They have risen from the ashes. They are soaring. Doesn't mean they're better than you. It just means that they have got more awareness, the priorities. They realise that they don't need balance. If you're somebody who says that they want balance within their life, no, bullshit, your life is going nowhere. You're certainly not evolving because you need priorities. Balance is a lie sold to you to keep you comfortable. And here's the thing about your comfort zone. It's not fucking comfortable. It's your suffer zone. And so here today, I'm going to relabel comfort zone as a suffer zone because it's where people are complacent. It's where they're seeking balance. It's where they're seeking mediocrity. They've got no standards. In fact, the lack of standard is their standard in life. And that's why they're broke, busted, disgusted. These people need priorities. Different priorities. Priorities are going to ascend them, that are going to have them healthier, that are going to have them digesting greatness, not just food, but digesting greatness through their ears and who they're around. They're going to be around about a better quality of individual. Okay, so you need to be ruthless in your prioritization. It moves you closer to your goal. Execute everything else and be ruthless about that too. Because everything that you're choosing to keep in your life is a vote for it. It's a vote to give it life. So every choice is a vote for who you are becoming. So who are you deciding to become? Your actions define you. So who are you? Who you are is what you do. Who you are is what you do. Who you are is how you speak, is how you conduct yourself. It's your habits, it's your thinking. And so where are your thinking? Where is your speech? How do you conduct yourself? How do you speak? How do you show up? How do you make decisions? Do you hesitate? Do you stop the flow? Because if you're hesitating, you're stopping the flow. And energy flows. And so if you hesitate and what you said that you wanted, but then you're hesitating, you're clamping up for it, it's a vote against it. And so it just goes to the next person. It doesn't give a shit about you. Success only wants the company of the decisive. And so where are you being decisive and just fully executing? Holding those high expectations. People with low standards have no expectations. Oh, don't set expectations. No, fuck yes. Create expectations and expect and demand of yourself the attributes and action steps of the individual that you admire. Demand that of yourself and of others as well. And fuck yeah, have expectations. But with no grey areas. Black and white. These are the expectations. If you meet them, great. You can come along for the ride. If you don't meet them, fucking you better rise to them. Otherwise you're out. You need standards. You need high standards, and you need to surround yourself with people who are going to hold you to those high standards, even higher standards. Be around people that are going to raise you up. That is what we need in our life. And anybody who's getting triggered through me saying or hearing other people saying, oh, you're fat. And they're like, oh, I'm fat. Yes, you are fucking fat. It's because you've got an overactive pie arm, you're eating too much shit, and you're allowing it within your life, and you've got people around about you that are allowing you to poison yourself and to kill yourself and just give you a hug because you don't feel good, and then they go and get you some more chocolate and poison you some more. Who is in your circle? It matters. Be around people who are winning. Be around people who will pull you up with high standards. No exception there. So every move you make is proof of your identity. So what moves are you making? And what moves you are making is who you are. So ask yourself, are my actions in alignment with the person I claim to be? If a camera followed me around about, if I was to follow you around about, would you be the person that you claim to be? For most people, that would be a no. Are you living as who you need to be and as who your goal demands you to be? Or are you living a lie because there's no in between? Let me say that again. Are you living as who you need to be and who your goal demands you to be? Or are you living a lie and that's why you've got no fruits on the tree of the labour that they see they're putting in, because you've not been putting the labour in? Because it's what we do in the dark that is revealed in the day of light. What you do behind closed doors when nobody is looking is what is revealed from the fruits. There's no in between. So, listen, decide it's now time to level up. Drop the dead weight. And when I say drop the dead weight, that is the people in your life that are refusing to level up. It's also the standards within your life that you've accepted, the stuff that you've been tolerating. Choose to delete, choose to be deductive, and choose only to focus on the action steps of the individual that the goal demands of you. That is it. I don't care what area of your life it is, but you need to deduct everything that's taking you away from, that's subtracting from you, and add in then who you need to be, who your goal demands you to be. Prioritize those things. Prioritize what you need to prioritize to give birth to your goal, to give birth to the individual that you say that you are. Prove it by showing up like that. Okay? And I'm going to end this as this. Expect and demand success. Demand of yourself the attributes and action steps of the individual that you admire. Give yourself the ability to look in the mirror and never see an ounce of regret. Never to feel an ounce of regret. Gift yourself those high standards. Unleash your true potential, and so on. All right, I'm off.